Hi there guys, welcome to another YouTube video. If you are new to this channel, kindly subscribe to the channel, hit the notification button so that you get access to every video I post on the channel. I know by now you might be thinking the semester is about to begin. Even though the lecturers are on strike, most definitely they will bounce back. So how do you study throughout your academic semester and then get the set target or average for your entire semester? Okay, so once again, thank you for clicking on this video, and then I know you will learn a lot from this video. Okay, so let's push on. This video is all about how you could try to learn the smartest way as possible. Okay, so once you set a target for yourself, you need to know how you go about your daily routine. Okay, most students do not have personal timetables. Some do, but those who do usually ignore the timetable, and then they end up having more fun than expected. So sometimes friends or peers do decide for them what to do day in and day out, but you as an engineering student and then setting a target for yourself to achieve it at the end of every academic semester have to have your own routine. Yes, you just have to follow the routine, and then that's it. You just achieve your target. So this, fortunately for chemical engineering students, this is your timetable. Okay, this is a timetable from chemical engineering department. Yes, so one of your mates sent it to me. He was very curious about this video because he's already started studying, and I was like, wow, this is me in first year. I was just trying to achieve what I wanted. He's already began studying. Yes, so you could also learn from him. That's very good. So by the time the semester actually begins, he might be far ahead, and then just revising and all that. Okay, this is his timetable. That's the chemical engineering timetable. So you could also, after this video, you could also make one for yourself. It's very, very simple. I'm about to explain it, and then you get it. Okay, I will assume that once you are watching this video, it means you've already set a target for yourself, and then you just need a routine to follow to achieve the target. And the target over here is a first class average. That's a 70 mark upwards for Ken University students, and then 80 for, I think, is it UMAT or UNE? I don't know. I don't really know, but something like that. There are UNE students amongst you. Yes, and then level 200 students too can go by this timetable. 300 and then level 400. The level 400 students are the finish hard students. Yes, so you have to finish hard. You might be around 69 in case you are in Ken University, and then using this timetable, trust me, you will just blow up your papers. Okay, so follow me and let's get right into this video. Okay, so the ones in the course code, yes, something like Chem CHE 151, ME 159, EE 151, and the rest MATH 151. Those are the lecture periods. Okay, and the ones in the written, the ones I've written in full, something like organic chemistry, applied electricity, okay, applied electricity, algebra, and the rest are your personal study routine. Okay, right. So you could see that on your left you have the number of days, and then you have the time on top of the timetable. Just from 12 a.m. to 12 a.m. to 12 p.m. It's supposed to be 12 p.m. this is supposed to be 12 a.m. here. This is 12 p.m. Okay, so from 12 a.m. to 12 a.m. So usually lectures begin at 8 a.m. but the timetables are diverse. So you might start your lectures, you might begin your lectures around 8. Someone might start around 12, but the chemical engineering student is starting at 12 on Monday, right? So if I were to be this chemical engineering student, this is what I would do. This is how you study. This is how you study less but study smart and have more fun. Listen to it again. You study less, you study smart, and you have more fun. You can do other things after maybe your normal routine. After maybe studying, you could indulge yourself in other useful, other effective things. Okay, so if I were to be this in chemical engineering student, what I would do is at 4 a.m. That's at 4 a.m. I would wake up before 4 a.m. So I would say you could wake up, you could set an alarm, yes, at 3:30. Okay, you set an alarm at 3:30 a.m. You wake up, maybe you take your bath or anything you would want to do, because once you wake up you might be feeling sleepy. You can't just wake up and just go sit on the desk and start studying. You have to, after waking up, wash your face. Maybe you could brush your teeth. I would advise you to maybe go in for brushing your teeth and washing your face instead of going to bath. Bathing might take time. Okay, so you brush your teeth and then you get yourself a bottle of water or a sachet of water. Then you drink before you sit down. One thing you have to know is that drinking water while studying boosts your brain. Yes, it's a form of mechanism. It helps boost your brain. So as you are studying, then you keep on drinking water. It helps keep your brain active. Okay, that's scientifically proven. It's scientifically proven. Okay, so I would wake up around 4, start studying around 4, but wake up around 3:30. Okay, so from 4 to 5, that's why I've divided the time into hours. Okay, so this is 4 to 5, that's 1 hour. 5 to 6, 1 hour. Yes, so from 4 to 5 you take a break. Okay, and then maybe 15 minutes later you continue, maybe from 5:15 to 6 a.m. right, like that. What you have to know is that you could see that I've written some numbers attached to the courses. The inorganic chemistry course is a 2-credit course. So what you have to do is that during your personal studies you have to dedicate 2 hours of your time and then study that course. Okay, you dedicate 2 hours of your time to study that course. So you could see that this is from 4 to 6. That's 2 hours. Don't mind the 7. Okay, I just wanted to get a place and write there 2. So it's from 4 to 6. Okay, and then after 4 to 6 you maybe take your bath, you iron your attire, and then you take your breakfast around 8 to 10. So from 8 to 10 you take your breakfast, and then you just do something effective. Either you could opt for watching a documentary or chatting with a friend or checking what was going on in your class group before the main lectures. One thing you have to know is that you have to be at the lecture hall maybe 10 or 15 minutes before the lectures begin. Okay, so that you start with your class at the same time, start with the lecture. Okay, you start with your class, start with the lecture, so that you know what's really going on. Don't wait till it's around 10, then you start running from your hostel or hall to the lecture room. You would miss a lot. So be on time. Okay, and then for this timetable, after 2 p.m. the chemical engineering student doesn't have any lecture again. So you just either you mingle with your course meals, or you just go get something to eat, and then the rest of the day is for you. That's why at the beginning of the video I said we are trying to learn smart, not hard, okay, and have more fun. Socialize with a lot of people because they might help you, secure your first job or secure your first internship or whatever, okay. So you dedicate the early part of your life on campus, the early portion of your life on campus to study, okay, and then the latter part you use that period to socialize, to connect with people. That's why there are no steady time or periods after the lectures, okay. So after six, that's 6 to 8, then you take your supper, and then the rest of the day is for you. But mind you would wake up at 2:30 a.m. the next day, so you have to sleep early, okay. So you sleep around 10 so that you could wake up around 2:30, okay, to study. Yes, you are trying to continue the routine. So you will wake up around 2:30, that's on Tuesday, to study. This Apply Electricity. Apply Electricity is a 3 credit course, so you study for 3 hours. Take breaks at every hour, okay. So 3 to 4 you take a 15 minutes break, and then you continue. You just repeat the same process. You try to drink some water, okay, while studying. Yes, but not too much. I said some, not too much. You might wake up, and then after drinking the water, and then you try studying, you might even stop studying and then keep on urinating. You get it? Yes. So just some water, not a lot of water. You are just trying to rejuvenate your brain, not quench your thirst, okay. Yes. So for 3 hours with 15 minutes break in between them, okay. And then on Tuesday, this guy has Apply Electricity class at 10 a.m. What you have to know is that you could see that what I allocated for every course. For every course, you could see that you will be studying the same course during your lecture period. So let's take inorganic for example. After studying the inorganic at dawn, then you go on and then take the lectures during the day. You get it? That means that you study at least what's ahead of you before you get to the lecture hall. So once you get to the lecture hall, you are just there for the lecturer to elaborate more on what you've already learned, and then after that you notice that you will get to understand it better than someone who just woke up at maybe 8 or 10 a.m. and then took the bath and came straight to the lecture hall just to come sit there and listen to what the lecturer has to say, and then the person might even go back and then forget to even study or anything of that sort, okay. So what you do is you study ahead, and then you go to the lecture room, listen to what the lecturer has to say. That will enlighten what you've already studied, okay. Same applies to the Apply Electricity. You study ahead. You don't need to understand whatever you are studying in the first place because you've not been taught. So you just need a broader idea of what the lecturer is going to say and what the lecture is about, okay. So after that, you go to the lecture room, listen to what the lecturer has to say, and then you move on. The same routine. This is for technical drawing. Yes, this is technical drawing. Okay, the same thing applies to your same routine on Wednesday. Yes, it applies to algebra. That's a 4 credit course. But you could see that this 4 credit course has 3 hours allocated to it. Yes, it's fine. Even though it's a 4 credit course, you could learn that same course for 3 hours because I've allocated some portions during the weekends where it just fits back into it, okay. Yes, the weekends, you can see that here's 2 hours over here. No, this is 4 hours because this is 2 to 4 and then 4 to 6. So 2 hours here, 2 hours there, okay. Okay, so same thing applies on Wednesday. It applies to Wednesday. We have the practical chemistry. So after breakfast, take the first course. That's 8 to 12. That's for the chemical engineering student. Okay, so after that, you take your lunch. One important thing you have to know is that you have to eat within the lecture period. Okay, because once you don't eat, you might feel dizzy, you might feel tired while the lecturer is lecturing. Okay, so take time, and even if it's a snack, it's okay. It doesn't mean you have to go by face the wall in between the lectures. By the time you finish eating, the lecture might be over. So get yourself a snack, maybe a drink, and then just keep yourself rejuvenated. Okay, then you have your maths and then supper, and then you repeat the same thing again. Okay, so let's move on to, I hope you get it. Yes, so let's move on to weekends. One thing you have to know about Fridays is that Fridays, most people don't study on Fridays, but I did. The only trick I used was that I did my studies at dawn, so there's no need for me to study during the night. Okay, because people truly, like, they really do enjoy themselves on Fridays. Yes, Friday nights. Okay, so you just do the studying at dawn so that you forget about studying maybe at the latter part of the day. Okay, so let's move on to the weekend. So you have Saturday. You don't need to wake up at dawn. Okay, you don't need to wake up at dawn, but during, maybe I would say, for final year students, you have to solicit some of the time into your project. So you do not have enough time. Okay, during final year, you do not have enough time. Group meetings here and there. Okay, so you need to do your personal studies. During final year, I did my personal study before attending group meetings, because the group meetings really took huge portion of my time. Okay, right. So since you're in level 100 or 200, maybe 300, you do not need to study at dawn on Saturdays and Sundays. No, not even on Sundays. That's not right. You have to go to church. Okay, so on Saturdays, you just do your laundry. Your laundry should take maybe an hour. Okay, maybe 1.5 hours, and then you take your breakfast, and then you just enjoy the rest of the day till 12 p.m. After taking your lunch, from that period onwards is very, very critical. For this chemical engineering student, I allocated algebra for the period allocated over here. Okay, it was supposed to be from 2 to 4 p.m. and then from 4 to 6 p.m. Okay, there's a 2-hour learning period. Okay, that's what I would advise all of you to do, even if you are not an engineering student watching this video, or in case you are an engineering student and then you have to study algebra on Saturdays. It's very, very important. Okay, so from Saturdays, that's from 12, after taking your lunch, you go to a place where you could quietly study. Okay, and then you take the 4 credit course. At the end of the video, I will tell you why you need to study more of the higher credit courses. Okay, so you take your maybe algebra, you go through what was taught during the entire 5 days. Maybe 4 credit is a 4 credit course, so you have it 2 hours each on 2 different days, so you have 4 hours within the week. And then after some time, maybe from 6, you go take your supper. And then, since all the 100 students are taking the same courses, engineering courses, I would advise you to go by the weekends. Okay, but for during the day, you could edit some of the courses during the